Hey yo! Welcome back to the Dugout and Beyond. So of course we have All-Star Week coming coming up now. We already did have yesterday was already the HBCU Classic, historical Black College University baseball game, and so yeah, we of course have today. We have the Futures game, which that's a lot of all the minor leaguers. I think they might be bringing up some prospects that are in college. Maybe I'm not sure about that. I think they have had that happen before in the past, especially with some of the insanely great young talent that is in college right now. But yeah, then we of course have the Home Run Derby draft coming up, and of course the All-Star game on Tuesday. So this is going to be, of course, a very exciting time for baseball in general, and everyone. I've just seen how many players are new to the All-Star game, first time All-Star selections, although they've been in the game before, and then just new guys in general. But yeah, we have Gunnar Henderson, Stephen Kwan, Alec Bohm, who was also in the Home Run Derby. You have Jurickson Profar, Jordan Alvarez, three-time All-Star before, but he's also first-time starter. Juan Soto has been 4 times, but first-time All-Star, and then William Contreras, who has been also a 2-time All-Star, but first-time starter this year. And then yeah, this is gonna be. And then we have Jackson Merrill of the Padres is the youngest ever player, 21, to be selected at first time in the 32. I don't think he's a starter though. And then we have Paul Skeens, who basically is about the same age. I think he turned 22. Yeah, he turned in May. He turned 22 in May, so he's on the same level as Merrill, both young, and of course he's the first ever player to be drafted #1 in the previous draft, and then be selected as a starter. And I think he actually might start the game for the National League, which is just crazy. Of course, as I was hearing some broadcasts before, MLB kind of in a way read the room. Also, everyone voted for him, which that's where it also came from. But also, like, hey, like, this guy is coming onto the scene. He went from second. Of course, he was really high already on the prospect list, and then jumped over Jackson Holliday for the #1 prospect this year, which he's just been lighting it up. I think he set a record for like 10 games with having like I think he has 90 something strikeouts or something like that, something ridiculous. But this guy is, if you have not seen Paul Skeens pitch for the Pirates, I highly recommend watching him. He lights the radar up. He has amazing pitches, great command. He throws 100+ constantly. Like he can go from 100 to 102. I think I've seen him go 103, but that's like kind of rare. But also being up in the hundreds constantly like that is also very rare. And then you have a curveball or a changeup going 85. That's insane. The fact that you can control that and have that great of control over it, and just have great stats at that young of an age. If he can just keep this up, take care of himself, he can definitely have a great long career. But yeah, of course we also have not only with starters and new guys, we also have Pete Alonso is going to his 3rd All-Star Home Run Derby. He's trying to join, I think it's Ken Griffey. I don't think it's Junior. I think Ken Griffey, one of them, to be 3-time winner of the Home Run Derby. And he's doing it again, I think a charity where if he wins, he's gonna give all the money. Where instead of the first year where I think you win $1 million or something like that. If you win the Home Run Derby, I think he made $500,000 his first year, so I think he kept about half of it, just so he can make that much more money. The fact that you can make $1 million in 3 hours, 4 hours, over your entire thing, but I think he's making more money now. So yeah, he signed a 1-year, $20.5 million contract with the Mets, and he of course is going to be a free agent this coming year. He unfortunately has the agent Scott Boras, which has not been a friendly agent the last, especially this last off season, with so many players getting pushed back till literally when the season starts, and they basically are catching up. But yeah, he definitely wants to stay with the Mets. But yeah, other than that, he's going to be back in the All-Star break game, and also Home Run Derby. And we also have Alec Bohm in the Home Run Derby this year. But yeah, I'm excited for this year's All-Stars. Some great, insanely great young talent coming in and leading some really good teams. Also, hey, Gunnar Henderson, Alec Bohm, Alvarez is and they're not doing so high. They're just over 500, but you have these young guys on such really good teams, and they're not just in the back like being like 7th, 8th, 9th batters in the lineup, having off days there, here and there. They are in the front, leading the charge for them. They are basically the reason why these teams are doing so well. You also have like Edley Rushman, who's also in that category with Gunnar there. Of course, the same team. But yeah, these guys are all building up to be very good players and have very long careers. And hey, even being a Yankee fan, you want all these players to do well and have a great career, so you can just witness greatness as much as possible. Because these guys, of course, work so hard on this game. And yeah, this is just gonna be a great weekend to see. Yeah, of course, we're going back down to Texas. A lot has been happening there, especially in Arlington, with the Rangers just winning the World Series. Although they're not doing so hot right now, they're kind of in a World Series hangover. But yeah, this is gonna be. You also have. I don't know how far Dallas is from Arlington. I just know Texas in general is massive state. You can drive like 5 hours and 6 hours, even though like New York's the same way, but New York is kind of more of like just one way, or like it's that Texas is like a random thing, like you can drive either way for like multiple hours and still be in the state. But yeah, this is a lot has happened in Texas, and it can definitely hold it. It's a big state there. But yeah, all these games are going to be fun to watch. And Home Run Derby, it's been crazy. I don't let me know what you think about the Home Run Derby. They, of course, when I was younger, they had it where it was 10 outs. There was no time. You just hit it. There was the amount of home runs that were going off was crazy. The inaugural year for Yankee Stadium in 2009, I actually went to the Home Run Derby, which was an amazing experience. That was the year that, if you are too young for this, they had Josh Hamilton of the Rangers actually hit the ball so far that we still, I don't know if it went, if you in the new Yankee Stadium, how it has the white arch, basically an upside down like picket fence in the back. They have it also, I think, along the top of the stadium. It's a very unique thing to Yankee Stadium, if you have not known that, but it's a big thing that they have there that they brought from the old one. But people say it went through the fence and out like into the street, but you can also see like it went so high and disappeared because it's white ball on a white fence, and you don't know where it went. You don't know if it went over or through the fence, and it was too high for anyone to see, and the camera didn't zoom in far enough to show it. And also where I sat, I was behind home plate. I'm not gonna be able to see the home run go over the fence or not, but we all were like in amazement. We're like, did that just go over the fence? Like, that was insane. Of course, Josh Hamilton was an absolute stud and a great player. He kind of had a little downfall in his career. Not gonna mention the stuff because not too well to end the career on how he did, but he was definitely a good player. I don't think he won a World Series ever, but yeah, let me actually John Hamilton. Yeah, and then 2015 MVP, 5-time All-Star, 3-time Silver Slugger, ALCS MVP, Player of the Year, batting title. Yeah, there's no he's born in North Carolina. Yeah, there's no stat of him winning the World Series. But yeah, he definitely Cincinnati, Texas for most of it, LA, and then Texas. Yeah, he was a big player there. But yeah, I didn't realize he ended 2015. That's actually longer than I thought it was. But yeah, again, it should be a great weekend here for baseball and baseball fans everywhere. And of course, to see a lot of great young talent show off and show what they can do. And of course, the even younger talent with the future All-Stars, the future game with all of them. And of course, you're going to see a lot of guys that were just drafted probably going to be in that game. So, hey, stay tuned for updates on this in the game in the weekend. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!